Probably still thinking about that missed extra point, partner, but he's got to move past it quick as he gets forward to send this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
No touch, no touch.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. And he put everything he's got behind it. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the 1st half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
No touch, no touch.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
No touch, no touch.
Play action. Hurts has it. Vacates quickly left side. Nice hit. Hurts fumbles. And the Eagles get to it. Only a little bit of a run after he recovered the fumble, but their offense is going to be happy as they take...
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. From the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band. Sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin. Flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night. And I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice, then I teleport. Got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan. Then I ghosted out in a minivan. Mic in my hand like a waffle cone. Spitting out syrup in the twilight zone. Got no job, but I'm on the clock. And you can't stop me, cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, yeah. When you're not, nope. Hey fellas, oh.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Green Bay Packers. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He'll try to do it himself, and he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
If there's one thing they are lacking in, is confidence. They took a big and maybe unnecessary risk going for that 4th down. He put them on his shoulders, though, and paid off the big-time gamble.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
180.
Play action. It's Jackson. Now, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now this now, play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Throwing is Jackson. He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
We're scoreless after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. To throw is Jackson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson, options out left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson. Right side, there's Likely with it. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
And oftentimes we think about statement drives in the second halves of games, especially in the fourth quarter. But here, it's happening early, a definite statement. They've held on to the ball for a healthy portion of this first quarter already, and now after that completion, they're set up first and goal.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Jackson going to keep it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we bring you a look inside Highmark Stadium here at Orchard Park, New York. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Round below to kick off for New York.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. On play action, Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Bills first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now.
Touchdown, Bills! Dalton Kincaid, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Dart going to give to Scannaboo. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll give it to Scannaboo. And lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 3rd and 5.
Brought down back at the 45-yard line.
A play fake, and now it's Dart. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll go. Here's Dart. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they're ruling incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Here's Dart. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
First down. A gain of 12. And the Giants first down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 18 cards.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And a little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Let's go. 19, 18. Go.
They'll go again with Tracy. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Throwing his Dart. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
65, 65, 19.
Dart to throw on 4th down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles come in. Remember, on 4th down, that becomes a dead ball if anyone other than the fumbler himself recovers. So it'll come back to the spot of the fumble, and that will mean that's going to wind up being a turnover on downs.
5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide.
Here's Allen. And that one to the right side and incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3, cut, ball's out of...
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 55 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Tyler Bass to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on it. But instead, led it too far, incomplete.
To throw his Dart. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Rough incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
They go play action with Dart. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
On fourth down, here's Dart. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.